on, they would say, "Why don't you come and join us? Why don't you come and join us?" Everyone was like craving for me, for my services.
Wow.
Then it would be up to me to be keen, making decisions.
Yeah, true.
And when to make that decision.
From coming to a new country made you who you are today.
Yeah.
Is it giving you that feeling? Do you feel like if you could have stayed in your country, you could have not been who you are today? Hello guys, what's up everybody? Thank you for coming back to M&W Show once again. Guys, I know it's been a long time since we were back to the show. A lot has been happening. I am sorry for us not posting recently, but I promise you guys that each and every day we are trying to bring you guys content, and I promise that in the near future we'll be bringing you guys content back to back. So stay tuned. If you are coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly just consider subscribing and be part of this wonderful community, because we have good stories coming to you guys at your screens. It's another beautiful time that I am graced to host my guest right here. I'm bringing it to you guys, this show direct from Kigali. So I am in Rwanda at the moment, and I came across this amazing person who I have decided to bring to you guys so that he can chat with you guys, tell you who he is, you get to know who he is, and at the long run you get to be inspired. So stay tuned, buckle up as I get to introduce him to the show. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good too. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for honoring our invite.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. So kindly tell us who you are.
My name is Fred Oma, residing in Kigali city, dealing with a nail technician, and of recent, having a shop containing 3 workers and 2 specialists.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So, if I can take you back, so that you can tell us who you are exactly. Like, how did you find yourself in Kigali, and where were you born?
Yeah, finding myself in Kigali, it is quite interesting story.
Yeah.
And this story, I found it out that is the lifestyle story. There was a time, just woke up in the morning, and I said, I hear all the time Kigali booming.
Yeah.
Then, why can't I myself wake up one day and see the Kigali
that people
with
are
my
talking
2
about?
eyes, and identify myself the mafaranga and the shillings, right?
Yeah.
So that's when I started compiling my interest. There came a time when I had already consolidated myself. Then I set up a roaming message to my friends.
Yeah.
That, guys, you know what? Next week I'm leaving to Kigali.
You're leaving your country, which is Uganda to
Kampala City.
They
say, "Hey man, are you serious?" Many of them picked as a joke, but I myself, I already planned that long time.
Yeah.
Then I organized, even my family also had a click of it that I'm leaving. Then they were like, hey, they jumped into a surprise. So jumping in a surprise, I had already made my decision of moving, the plans, how I'm going to come, how I'm going to get my destination. Then they were like, Fred, you are going in a distance place.
Yeah.
And you don't know anyone there. How are you going to survive? How are you going to keep up yourself?
Yeah.
Then I said no. I have to fulfill my goals.
Yeah.
That's when I got up the motivation and the courage. Then I had to board the Jaguar bus, leaving my country for the first time.
To a different country.
With the interest that I have to look all through the way until the capital city of Kigali, of Rwanda.
Wow. Okay, that is Kigali.
Yeah,
that's a very
Kigali. When I reached and I had to run my eyes around, then I found out the Kigali I was hearing. Then I had to contemplate and digest it in myself.
Yeah, and see how you're going to
make
survive
a conk story of my Kigali and the Kigali I hear of.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so but this time that you're leaving your country, Uganda, coming to Kigali,
okay.
What were you doing in your country?
In my country, I was a football player, and in fact, more courage was picked up from that game. I said, let me go to Kigali. As I'm coming to the time of my retirement in the football playing, I said, I'll go and do the retirement from Kigali City.
Yeah. Okay, so now you've come from your country, Rwanda, and you are here in Kigali. Tell us, what are some of the challenges that you came across, being that you moved to a different country with different things, different culture? How was it for you?
Okay, with the challenges, I was a bit convinced by myself when I was still in Uganda.
Yeah.
One of the conviction I had, it was, in Uganda we have a lot of many tribes.
Yeah.
And those tribes which are related there's some relationship in the terms and the sayings which would relate to Kinyarwanda. And that is the Kinyankole. You know the language called Kinyankole.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
In Mbarara. So myself, I said myself, I know a bit of Kinyarwanda. As I know Kinyankole. As I know Kinyankole, Kinyarwanda will not be a taboo to communicate.
Yeah.
So, if someone is speaking Kinyarwanda, because I know Kinyankole and the words are related, I'll pick it up. And as I don't know Kinyarwanda, when I'll speak what? Kinyankole.
Kinyankole, and they will pick it up.
And they'll pick it up. So my communication will prevail like that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, also Kiswahili.
Yeah.
I know a bit of Kiswahili. And I know East African countries, they train in Kiswahili mostly. Whereby communication will not be a taboo still.
Yeah.
So with the communication part of it, I was covered in that area. So coming here, in fact, I joined a club. That club I joined, as you know, with games in Africa, things are ever prolonged.
True.
The paperwork, they are ever prolonged. And if you are in a foreign country, you are yearning for cash because you want to keep up yourself in that country. So I came, I got a team, I played, I showed them my performance with that determination because I was in a foreign language, in a foreign country with the foreign players. So I had to identify myself up, prevail myself to the supporters and management, of which was a success on my side. After that, that's when I picked the interest of joining the beauty
industry. So at this point,
Uh-huh.
you are done with you retired from football.
Definitely, that's where I was coming to that point.
Mm.
When I joined that, because joining something, you have to go through it first.
Yeah.
You do a feasibility study lenses. So when I did my feasibility study of the industry or the field, let's say the field, will give a good message to the viewers. Then I started relating the income, what I'm gaining
from football,
from football,
and
what people are practicing here, what they are gaining.
Yeah.
Then I started relating, drawing the sketch, seeing how life should move. And after recognizing that, then I went back, sat in my sofa set, I leaned and thought. Then I said, what's my area of interest?
Yeah.
Starting planning, creating chances, deciding. Then I said, income oriented. I'm income oriented. And I came as a who? As a footballer. So if I'm income oriented, this field, how is it serving the community?
True.
Where I'm serving already, I know how the community is being experienced with my services, how they are feeling, how they are enjoying. Then another field, what good is there? And to the community, what benefit does it deliver? Then I saw in the field of beauty, there was something hidden, a hidden secret.
So before you go to the field, how you transition from football to beauty, so tell us which number were you playing in football, and for how long did you play football?
I started my career from primary 6. That's when I identified my career. In fact, from primary 5. That's when I identified my career. Played. After playing, joining my senior one, I went to the school team straight away. At school, I was a senior one player on the school team. Then that I got a club, of which they started paying for my fees.
Okay.
Because of my playing. The services I was rendering to them, they were accepting it. Perfect and excellent. Then I joined my HSC. Still, I was on the sponsorship of the school because they are yearning for me. Whichever school was moving around on, they would say, why don't you come and join us? Why don't you come and join us? Everyone was like craving for me, for my services.
Wow.
Then it would be up to me to be keen, making decisions.
True.
And when to make that decision. So with that, I joined the clubs. I played for clubs in Uganda. Then when it came to that time of making my decision of movement, saying now I'm in the time of retiring, I want to retire football. But I have to do this in a different country.
Wow.
Right? That's when I had to switch to Kigali.
Okay.
Okay, coming to the point, when I rated these fields, the playing field and the beauty field, then I started relating the income I'm getting there on the field and the income being prevailed here as my friends are working, being keen about their services, how are they delivering the service, and how are the clients adapting the services. Then there I would build my strength, knowing doing this such and such touch, I have to do this and this.
Yeah.
This is required. And this is in the field of being competitive. I have to come with the idea of doing something different from others.
Yeah.
When I came, I calculated the earnings, I rated it to my field, then I saw there's more advantage here. What I would earn here would triple what I'm receiving here. With all the allowances and the word, me, I would relate it here.
Wow.
Then I would see here is tripling the income there. So when I started working with that intention of upgrading my skills, being more competitive, being on top of others as being my area of interest, so that more I be on top, the more clients.
The more clients,
and that way, the more clients I receive, it's the earning.
Yeah.
Of which it was success to my side. That I started even realizing that I had to get adequate income.
Wow.
You know, getting adequate income during that period, you mean that there's something you can save.
True.
And say, tomorrow I want to do this.
Yeah, there is a motivation.
You know, that
factor.
saving.
Yeah.
That motivation. Although you don't realize it, but there's a
there.
hope. You see, there are some channels where you can, those chances can trickle. Then I say, no, this is a field of understanding and getting realistic of it.
Yeah. Wow.
Right? That's when I had to set up with that. And I joined the field. Then I would be like a person each and every day looking what's new. What's new?
Yeah.
Right? You know that trend?
True.
So following my foot in that trend, I would be checking what's being done, what product is on top, what makes best. Do that as I'm in a home of competition.
Yeah.
I have to compete. And in my competition, I have to be realistic.
Yeah.
I deliver on what you see and what you feel.
True.
Other than coming and be verbal to you. Because I'll be verbal to you. You like it that day.
Yeah.
But being verbal, you also you'll go back home with the services I've rendered. You'll check yourself by saying, the other person, I like him, but the service is rendering.
Yeah, it was not perfect.
It's not perfect. It's not running a perfect service. So, let me try another places. Maybe I'll be going there.
Yeah.
One day, and the other days I go to the rest place. Then I said, no, I have to keep the routine ongoing. And the way I should do this, I should be perfect on my touches.
Yeah. Perfect and unique.
Yeah, perfect and unique. That's how I developed that principle. And up to now, no matter how many clients I work on, how do I do it, my area of interest is this product laid on the table, I'm going to apply. Is it the trending one? If it's the trending one, how do I do it perfectly?
Yeah.
Before touching my client's hand or fingers, that I drew my training on her, I come when I'm well conversed with the product, then I apply it. Instead of being verbal, I jabber all the time.
Yeah.
Let the work jabber for
True.
for myself.
Uh-huh.
Me, I'll be quiet.
Ah, nice. So this industry that you are in, this particular field of beauty, it's a very sensitive one, right?
Definitely.
Because you are dealing with the women. Again, do you have male clients as well?
Sorry?
Do you have male clients?
Yeah, I have enough of the clients.
Male, like...
Male clients. There are very few.
There are very few compared to women, right?
Yeah, compared to
So
women.
how do you manage between your work and any other thing that will come as a result of you handling women? How do you balance in between?
My balancing all the work, my motto stands that my client is the boss.
Yeah.
And I respect my work. Once we make an appointment, I myself, I make sure that I set 30 minutes of allowance before the agreed on time. I have to fulfill the appointment. It clicks all the time in my mind.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I might be overstrayed, I use my phone. Then I set the alarm. In case I don't fail my appointment.
Yeah. You keep reminding yourself.
Yeah, I set an alarm for the appointment, putting in allowance of 30 minutes. Not the client to come, miss me.
Yeah.
Instead, let me come,
and miss
be
the
ready
client.
for the client, and try to pressurize her. Where I am, ready to work, knowing her programs, where she is.
Okay.
So that whenever there's another client trying to come in, I'll be already conversed with the what?
Yeah,
with the present situation. Whether the client is going to delay, or whether she's going to come on time, whether she has postponed. So that gives me the right appointment for the next client.
Okay.
And I think I hope with the management of the clients, that's the greatest point.
Yeah, true, because you get to understand your clients so that you can figure out when and how to handle them. So let me ask you, do you feel like you changing from, coming to a new country made you who you are today?
Yeah.
Is it giving you that feeling? Do you feel like if you could have stayed in your country, you could have not been who you are today? You could have not made the decision of changing your career to another one?
Definitely, it has made a very great change in my life. Had it been that I didn't make this decision of coming over, staying there, the far I am, it wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
I'd be still crawling, striving with different kinds of needs.
Yeah.
But my decision made it a point, and is claiming that I'm a bit sounding with the adequate income, with the friends and the environment, of which I hope even going back is of less priority.
Wow. So as we speak, do you identify yourself as a Ugandan or a Rwandese? Which one would you prefer?
I call myself a dual person.
Yeah. Because I realize that you speak fluent Nyarwanda, you're fluent in French, and again you understand Swahili.
Exactly.
And English are also perfect in it.
Yeah.
So that's what makes you feel like you belong in either of those countries.
Definitely.
Okay, that's interesting. So let me ask you, up to now, it has been how long since you shifted to this career path?
It's quite a decade. I hope, if being perfect and excellent in my calculations, let's make it be, I'm beyond 15 years.
You're beyond 15 years?
Yes, beyond 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Since you transitioned to this one?
My transition was picked up. It's over 15 years.
Hey, that's
when I round it off, 20 and some years.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of people see this career, the beauty industry, as they don't define it as a job. What will you tell someone who may be interested in venturing into this field as well? Maybe a young person who is interested into coming to it.
What I would advise, would I say, as now the current time, as it's trending, that the Gen Zs.
Yeah, the Gen Zs. Especially in my country, we have the Gen Zs.
And switch into that. That in fact, this system of relating jobs, I would call it is a bit of not of literate kind of thinking. Because what they call a job is what you can invest in, and after investing in, you calculate the outcome, the receiving, and you determine the receiving. Will it serve your necessities?
Yeah.
Will it serve you as you need it? As required? When you identify that, then come to the legal terms of it. Is it illegal? Is it legal?
Yeah.
Then after that, look at the lifespan of it. After looking at the lifespan, look on how people will be craving for it.
Yeah.
Is it a short-term craving? Is it a lifestyle craving? Then you decide. Then that decision is coming from fighting.
Yeah.
And how are you fighting? There will be negatives and positives.
Yeah, true.
But the area of interest you should pick. Something you are dealing with your fingers and your feet and your brain. You have to put much concentration on it.
True.
Because that's a self-employment. And wherever you have a self-employment, you're ever confident.
True.
What you should be fighting with by that time, when you have already implemented all your stuff, now you are running the business or doing whatever, all sorts of errands. You'll be like, what am I doing next so that I can multiply this? What am I doing next so that I can multiply it? That will be running in your mind.
Yeah.
And the more you are running those ideas in your mind, definitely you are growing your business. And definitely even the receiving will trigger you more and more.
Yeah.
The more you decide on something, it triggers you. Because you are getting the adequate income. So coming and saying, I'm doing this, but how people are there, how people on the planet grading this, on what level are they putting it on? Then that remains your area of playing.
Yeah.
How are you grading your work?
True.
How are you making it being more profitable and decent? It stays on you. There's no any bad job. All good job.
Yeah.
So long as it depends on how convenient it is to the community.
Yeah.
And how are you doing it? For instance, there can come a situation, you know that, okay, there's such a certain job. They say, that job is of low-level guys.
Yeah.
Right? It can be a low-level guys, but how are you doing it? On what status?
Yeah.
The status you raise on that job is what makes you feel good or great. And the person who says that job rates it to another status, when he comes presently, he'll be a guy of surprises.
Yeah.
And how will he get that surprise? It will be like, this guy, this job, when I hear of it, I keep it in my mind that it's of cheap, low-level guys. They are of nothing. And when he comes in your sets and projects and development and progress, he starts saying, contradicting himself. Yeah. You see, he's the one fighting. He's thinking and the present. The practical part of it on the ground is not matching with the thinking he had. But the sounding and the title of the job is the same. You are not changing the title, but how are you doing it?
How are you doing it?
On what grade, on what level?
Yeah.
That makes what people try to shy away from different kinds of jobs. See? Yeah. Saying so and so, we see me doing this. Okay, he has seen you doing that. But is it helping you? It will be bad doing it when you're not progressing. It will be a very bad job.
Yeah.
And he'll be so much right to talk about it and degrade you much as he wants.
True.
But when you are saying that, but what I'm earning from there, what I'm receiving there, can constitute all what you have.
Yeah.
My earning, monthly earning, constitutes all what you have. Then how do you call it a bad job?
Yeah.
When it can constitute all what you have? Your salary, your daily whatever, all the expenditures, all fucking stuff around. Right?
Yeah. Well, it should not be a bad job.
It shouldn't be a bad job. Then it's you who must decide what the other one says, what this one says, how should I pick it, and how should I label it. That makes you a conquer decision.
Sure.
And you decide, no, let them talk. But my deliveries will show it up. It's like the competition where when we are doing this work of ours, I normally tell my boys that everyone out there is dealing in this field.
Yeah.
But how is he dealing with it? How is it being perfect?
Yeah.
Because wherever you want a service, you come with an intention that I want original.
True.
No one ever comes with a thinking that let him go and whatever they do is what I'll go with. No.
Yeah.
You come, where's a good quality? We look for quality. When you look for quality, these days of ours, what we do, I tell my boys, you know what? Everyone wants a natural thing. Do much as possible to look for a natural touch. When a client comes in front of you, presents a service to you, presents a need to you, then you have to make sure that your service, what you're going to deliver, should be perfect. And try so much possible to do better than what she's showing you.
Yeah.
What is present. All needs be try to do something so much natural.
Yeah.
I myself, what I train my boys, I tell them, when you're plucking on nails, make sure you make the nail to be thin. Not too much bumpy.
Yeah.
bumped. Because bumped nails, if I see like those are fake nails planted on nails, okay.
Yeah.
With those who are keen and smart, definitely they have to look all those touches. They'll come and check out with all those touches. They say, these nails, they look natural, they are thin, and yet they are strong. When you have made it thin, still be inquisitive to know how long does it last.
Yeah.
And how many clients are coming with the praises. They have taken time. They are saying, know that you are doing something good.
Yeah.
Right? The more you touch on that, the more clients will be bond again onto your side, onto you.
Yeah.
Of which they'll be starting with their criticisms of the do-dos, juju, the word, things of the kind. This guy is a video. They look even a common stuff which you are using, they turn it to be a juju. If you have a hank like this, maybe you come when you are sweating. Once you get it out, you say, hey, you know that guy every morning. He has to pass that in his forehead.
So that he can get clients.
So that he can get clients. So those are the challenges, contradictions we normally get in our work.
Okay. That's great. I am glad that you've talked of a very unique touch.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have experienced your unique touch. Guys, if you can see today, he's the one who's done my nails. Right here, if you can see, they're very pretty. I like them. Let me show you guys. The touch is very unique, as he says. When he came in, I was like, this guy is very silent and is so concentrating on what he's doing. So I was really waiting to see what exactly he's going to bring out. And to you guys, this is what he has bring out. I know you also like it. So I would like to give you this opportunity to talk to your clients, and again talk to our viewers. So anyone who may be in Kigali and would like to find your services, where exactly they can find you.
My service mostly, I'm in KCT. If I think the better connection and directions, it will be a phone number.
Yeah, a phone number. Maybe you can give them your phone number too.
My phone number is let's start with a plus because it's international.
Yeah, it's international, yeah.
Plus 250 7 8 5 2 8 7 5 5 8. Kigali. Then you add on Fred from Kesiti.
Okay. Yeah. So Fred, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I am glad that you accepted our invite and you've sat here with us.
Okay.
I hope through this a lot of people are going to be inspired. There are so many people who are struggling to find jobs here, but because they are trying to choose which one, like most of people believe that if you're working in an office is when you're working
white collar jobs.
They don't believe on whatever people do with their hands. They don't believe in arts. They just know, hey, I have to be in an office setup. But with your story, I know most of people are going to be inspired about it. And several better decisions will be made out, especially to our young people who are viewing our content. I am glad that you've shared your journey with us. And maybe if I can ask you, are you still a lover of football?
Definitely. On Sunday, that's a red-lined day.
For football.
We definitely have to go and flex up my joints and check which joint is not functioning well or what. I'm very good at that. Wow. And when you see me play, then you say like, this guy is still in the field or he's a retired guy.
Yeah.
You can't believe it.
So it's just something that flows in your blood.
It's that's me. And in fact, football has sustained me a long time in Uganda. In Kampala. Since my secondary and institution, I lived on football all the time. Up to now, when I came to Kigali and diverted to the field of art and beauty, that's when I decided to leave it. And leaving it, it didn't make me skip to get 1 day in a week to do my full training and at least feel myself and refresh myself about the skills and doing all the stuff so that even others can know and pick up my bit of skills and train it to them, teach them, as well as I'm doing it in my field of art and beauty. Let's say art and beauty because it's something trending now. It's a contemporary trending field exactly. So many people are like, hey, going to salon, do this, going to salon, going out, definitely this stuff will be getting and earning much as you want. So it's a very technical part of it. When you look at it and you feel the sounding of it, the title of it, you are like, it's a normal stuff, a normal field. But what's there, when you reach there and step in there, that's when you can realize there's something, there's a secret. And by the way, you'll stoop your head, whereby not even raise it again because of what you have seen there. It's like digging gold. Once you realize there's gold somewhere, definitely you'll dig deeper. So the one who sees you going there, they say, it seems there is
something nice there. Okay, so which team do you support?
I support Manchester United.
Oh, you're Manchester United.
When I was still young, since just because nowadays it's doing some frustrating energy. It's like let me skip it a bit and pretend as if it doesn't exist because I wouldn't be on pressure all the time, expectations and see some lousy stuff of being done there, and I say that I'll keep myself onto that.
But it is your team.
It's my team.
Okay.
I like it very much.
That's nice. That's so interesting. I am glad.
I hope you're also a Manchester fan.
No, I usually support the winning team.
The winning team.
And the winning team has always been Manchester City.
Okay.
Yeah, but I am not a fan of football that much, but I know Manchester City normally wins.
Okay.
So if you ask me into detail, I won't tell you.
Yeah.
I just know, hey, I am supporting a winning team.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah. So I am glad that you've set your time and have a sit down with us. It is so super interesting to have you on our show. I am looking forward to seeing you going to different levels in this industry. Do you offer trainings?
Yeah, I offer trainings when I get people who are serious, because I'm a very serious person. I'm much oriented. Once someone comes with a plan or a decision, I take it very much concrete. So with that, you have to make sure that when you have made your decision,
you know that that's what you want.
Because you wouldn't sit me in a plan, we sketch all the timetable and all the days of working and being together, digesting all those different kinds of stuff, and you are like, today no manage. I'm like weak and being discouraged because of ABCD, and so I said this and that. No, decide and know that this art of ours, the prevailing art, is good, as sacred, and adequate, providing field.
Okay, that's nice. So whoever is interested who would like to be trained can contact you through the number that you give.
And I'm calling more clients that don't just listen to the words. Come and taste the touch. Feel
the unique touch.
Is it real? Let me take this. Will it did for me? There's also another funny thing. There's when a client can come and bring you a very simple design. and say, Fred, can you do this and this? Then you look at it. Yeah, like, oh my God.
This is something I do every day.
And recently, even now, I'm trying to pop on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Check what's the recent outcome. And I feel what is there and what's happening, I have it on the table ready. If you need something, good touch, new design, everything, the 3D style, just approach Fred with those numbers that I've set on the screen. Then you'll get what you want.
Wow.
You'll go when you're happy and praising.
Wow.
And I'll be consistent, making sure that the more you come, you have to get a change, not to make you persistent on the same thing without getting a new one. I'm a guy of new things.
Wow.
I like doing new things every day. When I go back, I'm like, tomorrow, what should I add on in my touches? What should I tell the boys to do? Wow. And how should they do it to teach them? And I normally insist and tell them, once you see something is defeating you, don't insist to do it. You call me.
Yeah.
I'll give you the direction. I'll give you the touches, how to move about it. And you'll find it very simple. But if you want to insist and show that I'm doing this, I can also do it, it's very easy, it will defeat it, it will challenge you, it will consume more time.
And even lose the client.
And even lose the client. She will go when already tired of you, what she has received on the fingers, on the nails, it's not all that perfect as she needed it. She comes, she gives her a design she wants, you are diverting her that you do this.
Yeah.
Instead of doing her design. Moreover, in fact, this is another secret. When a client comes with a design and she presents it to you, look at it. When it's difficult, try by all means to see how can I render this service to him, to her rather. Instead of saying, no, this is not a good design, they're not shaped well, they're not designed well, why can't you do this? Because the one you are going to show her is the one you can do, and even doing it, you can't do it perfectly.
Yeah, true.
You see? Okay, you can convince her there and then, but when she goes back, she'll be like, she has that for me, this one. It looks a bit good. But I went with this. Because coming with that design, there's an intention. There's a plan you had already made.
True.
You picked it from home, knowing whether you're going for a function or a fete or something, a party. There's a dress you can be leaving home. Saying that this dress, I'm leaving it here, but what I'm going to do is going to match with my dress. Right?
Yeah.
You go with that vision, you reach there, the guy diverts you. And also, by that moment, you also lose your concentration and you're like following the guy's decisions. Right? In the end, going back, you find, I went with this plan of putting on this color, using this polish, but how did I change it again? You see, you have contradicted yourself.
True.
You have lost a client because you did what she didn't want. But just because you convinced her and picked another different kind of stuff, she's going back. Again, she's resuming that to her mind, saying, but I went with this and the other guy convinced me. That makes a hatred between you
and the client.
Okay.
That's nice. Thank you very much. I am bringing a show to an end. Maybe one thing you would love to tell my viewers before I end it. What is this one thing you would love to tell them, or even to talk to young people who are trying to juggle in between their careers?
One thing I'll tell my clients that should I say that I'm blessed?
You are.
I'm loved.
You are blessed. You are loved.
I have my clients. They are long-lasting clients. Most of them.
Wow.
The clients I have. We have spent worked with them more than 15 years, let me say.
Ooh.
And I think always I go back and sit and say, why is it happening?
Yeah.
And when I get a new client,
Mm-hmm.
definitely she comes back.
Wow.
That encourages me also.
Mm.
That whenever I get a new person,
Mm-hmm.
she comes back.
Mm.
Only thing which makes me be like, how can I do it?
Mm.
Letting someone who doesn't know my touch to come and experience it.
Yeah.
Then there I decide she didn't love it, she liked it,
Mm.
she has gone. But so long as I render my service to you,
Mm-hmm.
it gives me a hope. And when you come back the third day,
Mm.
then you keep on coming, then I'm like, I'm doing something good.
Yeah.
But how am I maintaining it? Although you are coming,
Mm-hmm.
how am I maintaining it? How am I being different with others?
Yeah.
Those touches, those terms, and those kind of decisions makes me ongoing with my clients.
Okay.
And I'm saying to the new clients and those ones who are watching us, when you come to Kigali, all those ones who are already in Kigali, try my number, call me, I'll give you a proper service. You'll like it, you'll go sounding.
Okay. And you also do house calls, right?
Yeah, I do house calls.
Mm-hmm.
If you need me,
Yeah.
I deliver that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you very much, Fred, for being part of the show.
Thank
I am
you
glad
very
to
much.
have you around.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and for our viewers, it has been a sit down with Mr. Fred here, a nail technician, doing it in Kigali. So, in case you are in Kigali and you would love to have a unique touch from Fred, just contact the number that he's left us with, and I know you will like it and you will love it. I feel like when I'm going to my country, I feel like carrying him to my country so that I can always be
And in
having
fact,
this
I'm planning for that.
Yeah.
I'm here, seated here, but it's always clicking in my mind. I want to do my final touches in
Kenya. Please come.
And how am I going to get connected there? You people, Kenya, I have to come and give you touches there.
We are really waiting for
and
you.
I'm able of an idea that whatever trends, I capture it first. Then others learn it from me.
You.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't wait to have you in Kenya. Just make the decision. Once you are in Kenya,
Yeah.
our Kenyan viewers will always be finding you. So guys, thank you very much for being part of the show. I am bringing this episode to an end, and I will meet you guys in the next one. But before I leave, kindly take some time and subscribe to this channel, because I want you to always be part of us.
My channel, so they can follow me.
Oh, you also have a channel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, guys. Before we end it, you also have a channel.
My channel is Ona at 9287. You'll find me.
Okay. So is it on YouTube or
YouTube? Oh,
YouTube.
no, TikTok. Sorry.
TikTok?
Yeah. TikTok.
Or maybe you can say the name again.
TikTok.
It's on TikTok, guys. So you can say the name again.
Ona. ONA. Then at 9287 2.
Nice.
Then you see it there, then you see my product there, and whatever I do. Then also what you want, you can send it.
Yeah.
Then I approve it to you. And mostly, when you're coming for service, I want you to do it before, so that I can get good terms and touches on it.
Okay.
Because you can give me something that time, and I get a lot of ideas. So the procedure to use so that you can get a perfect deliverance becomes contradicting.
Yeah.
But when it brings it earlier, I know that this path will make me to get this point perfectly and directly.
Okay.
So you send it before, I study it, then I prepare the materials, the stuff, then I give you the perfect touch in a simple term.
Okay. That's nice. So, guys, we've heard about his TikTok account. Go follow him there. He has a lot of designs there you can watch. And we are bringing the show to an end now. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye. Adios.
Bye.
Yeah.